Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of ED Outdoors. Hey, today we're here to answer the age-old question, which is which baits are best for catfishing. We're gonna find out with today's catfish challenge. Alright you guys, so welcome y'all back. As y'all saw in the previous clip, I went to Walmart and I picked up a few different baits. Now, I'm gonna start with the traditional baits that you guys probably used to seeing. I went with the magic bait, catfish bait. I got chicken liver, chicken blood flavor. That's a stink bait. That it's pretty intense. Pretty intense stink bait. I had it wrapped up in plastic bag because it smells so bad. Also picked up a pack of Rusty's baby shad. The red wounded red belly shad. We're gonna hook those up, and then I went with some non-traditional hot dogs. I always heard that hot dogs are a good catfish bait. So what I did was, usually my stink bait, I'll take chicken cuts of chicken, and I would douse them in garlic powder and let them marinate. And the garlic flavor fish really love. They're really attracted to it. So I took a hot dog, I cut it up into 5 pieces, and douse it with garlic powder, and that's gonna marinate overnight. So we have 3 different baits. We're gonna go head to head and figure out which one produces best for a catfish. All right, so the challenge is gonna be, I'm gonna take these noodles that I made. I'll do a video on them of how I made them, but basically I took some PVC and some floats and made some noodles, and I would tie rope on the end of it, or a string, and let them float in the water. So I have 6 of those. I'm going to do two of each bait. So I'm going to do 2 hot dogs, 2 shad, and then 2 of the stink bait. And I want to do, let's see, 2 on the noodles, and I float them up the river or up the bayou. And then I'm going to do 2 each on yo-yos, and I'll hang them 2 up the river and 2 down the river. So across the board, standard, I'm going to use these hooks, and you see they're pretty good as far as, get that to focus, being something that you guys focus. All right, that's going to hook onto a catfish, and it's not going to let him go. So that's the bait we're going to be using. That's the hook we're going to be using, and we'll figure out which one of the baits perform. All right, guys. So the challenge is going to be, I'm going to do, like I said, 2 of each, 2 on the noodles, 2 on the yo-yos, and we're going to put them out tomorrow morning, and they'll stay 24 hours. So 24 hours from tomorrow morning, and then I'll check them again tomorrow afternoon before I leave off the water. And then tomorrow, or the day after, which will be Wednesday morning, I'm going to go out and pull them up, and we'll see how many fish we catch on each one, on each bait. So that's it for now. Next clip you see, you guys will be tuned in for hopefully pulling up some big catfish, have some good catfish fry. Alright guys, good morning, welcome back. We're out here, it's the next day, and I'm about to go out and check all these lines that I put out yesterday. We're gonna get the results from our catfish bait challenge. Now, yesterday when I left, I could see a few of my noodles in the water, and today they're not in the same spot that they were. So maybe some fish on them. I have to track them down a little bit, but and so far it appears to be empty. Yeah, the trigger had been set, it hadn't been tripped. So that's the shad. We got the trees there. The shad empty, so go ahead, pull it off, throw it in the water, the fish can have it. Alright, you guys probably can't see it, but up ahead, a little ways down the bayou, there are 2 of our floats. Like I said, they were over here yesterday. Maybe current took them, or maybe, hopefully some fish took them. So we're about to get on down there and check them out. It does not appear to be tripped. Yeah. So 0 for 0. That was That one was a dough bait. And the next one, I think it was a dough bait as well. I figured this bayou would be pretty good for catfishing. That's why I came out here. Because I have caught catfish out here before. So, but we'll see. Hopefully these floats tell a different story as opposed to these yo-yos. All right, slipped on something. Either fish or a log or something, but we'll see. The fact it's having any give, so it's probably just a log. That's hooked on too. Yeah, it's not giving any. Snagged on a log. Floating down the bayou and catch me some catfish. Down, 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 down. Floating down the bayou, ain't gonna catch no fish. I'm 3 for 3, ain't got nothing. I ain't gonna catch nothing else. Alright, rolling up on our second noodle. And we have a line here. By the looks of it, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this noodle is probably hooked on this tree back here. Because it just looks like it is. But we'll check it nonetheless. Alright, it hadn't been triggered, so it's another bust. Alright, so guys, coming up on our last float. Not too sure about it, but let's see. And it feels pretty limp as well. It is. But at least it has the bait on it, which is the red shad. I set another noodle up ahead. So as far as catching fish, can't tell yet, but as far as best bait to use, I'm gonna go ahead and say the red shad because it's the one that stayed on more than anything else. Like I said, catfish love, like they're lazy, they're scavengers, and they kind of float along the bottom and they get whatever they can get, and whatever's dead, whatever's stinking, rotten, that ain't moving or running too quickly, that's what they like to go after. Now I have caught catfish off of brush hogs before, like on a Texas rig, which is crazy. It put up a good fight. But typically catfish like to just hang out and take easy meals, but having this float along the bottom, easy meal. And like I said, it stays on. The dough bait, it kind of starts to disintegrate after a while, which is good because it gets that smell in the area. But if it ain't on your hook, catfish ain't gonna bite your hook. And then the hot dogs, yeah. Now if you use it in a trap, yeah, it's great to use, but I don't think they'd be good to use on hooks. So, can't really tell what's going on as far as catfish, but that's it for this episode. I'm a little disappointed. I expect to at least get, one or two, but we're blessed on all of them. So, if you want my opinion on it, as far as the best bait, the best attractant, can't really tell today. Like I said, we'll do this challenge again. We'll try it on a different location. But as far as baits, staying on the hook, the shad, they were 3 for 3. So every one of the shad was still on the hook whenever we put them up. The hot dogs and the dough bait, they're all gone off the hooks. But while I'm out here, do a little bass fishing, on my way back in. So as I know, I was filming for best catfish bait to use, but you guys know I can't come out of the water and not bring my bass fishing gear. And he just hooked a nice one, threw off the seawall, caught him. Of course, didn't get it on film because it's just my luck. But hey, got a nice fish. Go ahead and put it back in the water. Let me get back home. That's it for that, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for your feedback. Thank you for your subscriptions, as always. You guys like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. EDO out.
Every single day, I'm gonna make